New into stock, we have a Mitsubishi L200 2.5 DID CR Challenger double cab pickup. It's a four-wheel drive. It's 2015 on a 15 plate. Has done 82,000 a bit miles. I'll tell you when I get in. I forgot to write it down. Fuel economy: urban 30.7, extra urban 39.2. Combined is 35.8. 0 to 60 time of 12.1 seconds and a top speed of 111 miles an hour out of a 175 brake horsepower engine. Road tax £250 a year. I'll just show you around it. It's quite a good spec. Got the chrome grille, multi-spoke alloys, and it's got Bridgestone jewelers all round. Really nice. The chrome, not exactly chrome, but probably chrome effect plastic mirror backs. We've got the side steps, and some of these side steps go really manky if they've been mistreated. These are all nice. The rubber's nice, and so is the steel, not rusty in any way. Rear privacy glass. The rear load cover is made by Trifecta. It's got this hard plastic lining throughout. There's two catches inside here which you just have to pull down, and then you can fold this kind of a solid tarp all the way back, but nobody can get in really without forcing it. So that's a real good addition to the back. Keeps everything that's in the back dry. Plenty of room in there. We've got a tow bar on here that looks like the car had fallen to bits before the tow bar gave way anyway. So that's a real substantial thing. It makes a change to get in something that you don't have to drop into. It's quite pleasant to ride in the back here. Plenty of room, nice high backrest and headrest. We've got rear centre armrest here with two cups in. As I say, you've got the privacy glass there, so there's plenty of room in the back here. And there's also, you put the side windows down, and I'm pretty sure this back window goes down from a switch on the front there, so you can have plenty of ventilation in here, especially for the back passengers. And I would imagine that the window probably goes down so you can get a big piece of wood right from there right into the cab here. Very handy vehicle. Just take you for a drive in it. Two remote keys for it, proper blades, proper ignition key, hopefully. We've got proper service book, proper service history. It's all stamped, signed, dated. Unfortunately, the Mitsubishi stamps let them down. I mean, it's a reasonably good idea that the stamp 2015, 2016 and 17 and 18, that's really good. So you do know that it's a current Mitsubishi and somebody hasn't nicked the stamp 5 years ago and kept stamping the book. However, it just says GB0547 as a dealer number. What good that is to anybody, I will never know, because now in order for us to find out who that is and check the service history, because we've no invoices, as you usually don't get with company vehicles, because they all go to the accountant and they all go in the books and so on, so you never have the invoices. So we've now got to phone Mitsubishi, find out who that is, ring the dealer, and then just check all these right. But anyway, most of it's good. 8th of the 9th 2015, mileage 11,202. Then service 2, 4th of the 3rd 2016 at 21,576. Then the 6th of the 12th 2016 at 36,168. Then 14th of the 7th 2017 48,761. 12th of the 2nd 2018 60,315. And then 30th of the 8th 2018 at well, it was all going well till then. I think it's 71,412. So proper service book. It's now done 81,833. So we'll put that away, and it looks like my new gadget's connected. So here we go. So just to show you here, I've got an EOBD reader to make sure there's no codes on. When we take the cars in, we're going one step further now. We're just making sure there's no codes stored in the car's ECU. And also, with a bit of luck, because I can't set the cameras up, it would obscure my view and probably be against the law of the speedo and the rev counter and so on. I've invested in this just to give you a little bit better idea. There you go. With a bit of luck, you'll see that there. You'll see the revs going up. And now this might be where it all goes wrong. Record screen, and then go back on there. Right, so we've got accelerated power. We'll change that to fuel economy, and let's see, torque. Do we have coolant? We'll have coolant and temperature there, acceleration and power. So hopefully that will record. I'll just put that down and out of the way and take you for a ride in it. And with a bit of luck, I'll be able to link that later. I can tell you now, it won't be 100% accurate, but it just gives you an idea anyway. And we'll go for a ride in this beast. Very, very handy vehicle for somebody, and it has been well looked after. You get some of these that belong to builders, and they chuck everything in the back, cement mixers, and they're all beat up, and then all the mates jump in as well, go on a job. And plasterers and painters, they're just a nightmare. You know, you can just never bring the car back. But this is just as it's come in. We Lance Hoovered it this morning. I can see already that I'm going to have to be careful with my speed here, because I don't speed. I try not to drive too fast, but some cars just run away with you. So there's a slight, I will tell you, there's a slight discrepancy between the speedo on the car and the digital readout. So give me the benefit of the doubt, officer, please. Just need to get, I can't get any further, or can I? 1 second. Now, one thing with these is it's like steering a super tanker, but they're all the same. Everyone I've driven, all different makes, they're all the same. So if you want one of these, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to learn to go back to your old driving lessons days and feed the steering wheel through your hands, because you can't just whip round the corner or do a 90-degree right and that's it. So here we go. That's cruise on. I'll test the cruise when we get on the motorway. Yep, it's 5-speed box. We've got cup holders here, little cup holders. High and low range gear selector. It does have Bluetooth hands-free. Although what system it is, whether it's a Mitsubishi system, it's easy to pair your mobile to it, and I'll show you how to do it, but just how you get to that point is kind of beyond me. We've got power folding door mirrors. These really good, well-made side steps, and also they act as sill protectors if you're on a building site or anything like that. It's quite easy to go over something or turn into something that you haven't seen and stove all your sills in. Or even worse, it can go underneath and get your brake pipes. But the real thick bar side steps, and they're in very good condition as well. It's cloth upholstery, nice and comfortable. And to be honest, although cloth doesn't look as nice as leather, it's nicer to sit on. It doesn't really matter whether it's summer or winter. It's virtually always you you don't burn yourself when you get on it, and you don't freeze to death in the morning. We've got height adjustable steering wheel. Not sure whether it's reach adjustable. If we come to a halt, I'll try it. Bit of a long throw gear stick, but again, that's a characteristic of all these kind of pickups. The handy thing with this pickup is you can get 3 people in the back as well, so your whole team can go on a job with all your equipment as well and all the tools. Or to be fair, with one of these you could use it as a private car and your works transport during the week. They're handy too for any hobbies and chucking a mountain bike in the back or something. It's like quite a long throw, the gear stick, but nice and easy. I've got a little vibration. That's my phone's in the charger there, so that's rattling away. I'll just put that down there. Thank goodness it's not been switched on. So I'll be screaming. Nice load cover over the back as well. That finishes it off and keeps everywhere reasonably dry. I would say it probably won't be 100% waterproof, and it certainly won't be 100% waterproof if somebody's steam cleaning it. It will get under there. But there's 2 spring clips at the back you drag down, and I worked for a firm of cheapskates, and I assure you I had nothing to do with it and knew nothing about it, but we'd sold a pickup and the chap wanted a truckman top, and the truckman tops were about 800 or 900 quid plus VAT, and he didn't want to pay that much, and also he'd asked for one with the truckman top. So the person who'd got the car in the first place went on eBay and found a truckman top, sent our mechanic to pick it up. He went to pick it up, they brought it back and fitted it, but wherever he went was obviously a gypsy camp to pick it up, and the thing had been stolen, and they'd broken it off the back of another, I think it was a Nissan Navara, they'd broken it off. Now the fasteners on these truckman tops should be, you can imagine what it's like, they should be really, really thick and sturdy and not be able to come off under any circumstances. Anyway, the person bought this Navara, set off up the motorway, and the truckman top blew off. And when I looked at the fastenings, there were a couple of coach bolts with a couple of pieces of bent steel to just hook under. Well, you won't have, long story short, you won't have trouble with this because I could hardly pull the handle. It's a spring-loaded fastener, and I could hardly pull it, so that's not going to come off. Right, let me see. So we'll when I've finished talking here, we'll try the cruise. We're doing 60 at the moment. I'll just accelerate to 70 before we have to come off. That's 70, showing 66 down there. So as I say, there's a bit of a discrepancy. Let's just get to where. So yeah, that's only giving you an idea. It's not foolproof. So we're doing 70 at the moment in fifth, 2,200 revs. Pretty quiet. There's not as much soundproofing on these vehicles. There never will be. So there's a little bit of engine noise, a bit of tyre noise, but it is what it is. You're not going to be able to chuck 5 people and all the tools in the back of your Range Rover and travel everywhere in comfort. That's what this is for. Front central armrest, the top just flips up with that lever. Pull the other one, and there's a bit of loading space there, a bit of like an extra glove box there, door pockets, space there for a bottle at the front. We've got electric windows all round, and as I was saying before, here I think now I always do this wrong for some reason. I'm sure there's a switch to put the back windows down, or the back window down. And I've done this before and got it wrong. So if you're hearing this, I've found out it definitely is. I can't get it to work. So bit of body roll around here, but there's bends going in all directions here. They must have had a load of tarmac left or something when they built this bit of the motorway. And whoever did it certainly weren't Romans. Kind of undertaken, I think, there, mate, and we're doing the right speed, and I wasn't indicating. He's now overtaking an invisible car and braking. What a shit driver. They're always good over roads like this, is which you know, the suspension, the vehicle's a bit wallowy, but it's designed for going on building sites and over rough terrain, and that's where it excels. Steering's not too bad. It's not a sports car, but it's certainly pleasant to drive, and it's a good seating position, and I like to be further up off the ground these days than closer to it. Back window works. That back window works. I won't take that one down too far, and I won't take that one down too far. So they all work. Your electric window switches are here. Your door mirror switch is there. So there, and then click it over to the left side. So they're all working as well. Car brakes in a straight line. There's no knocks and bumps that you wouldn't expect. No rattles, no wheel wobbles. Nothing to alert the mechanics to when they check it over. All the tyres are good at Bridgestone Jewelers. Very, very good vehicle, and virtually ready for sale. that's the speaker or the microphone for the phone, and I'll just show you how to pair it to pair your mobile to the system when we get back. We'll try and find out whether it's a Mitsubishi's own or it's been fitted later. That's brought my phone up there, so hi, sorry, I was just pairing my phone to a thing in the video, just showing how it worked, and it's just dialed the last number.
Oh, no worries.
Sorry about that. Ta-da.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Right, so it's not foolproof. He doesn't look like he's going to wait for anybody. Right. With my new gadgets as well, I can do, or I should be able to do 0 to 60s. For anything that's of interest, and also it'll record G-forces. Again, not really a lot you can do on an ordinary road, but if I ever go on driving days, it'll be a handy addition, I think. Here we are back at the garage. We've got plenty of cars, so somebody come and buy one. Plenty of nice cars.